bro. This shit was most definitely my VPN, bro. Yeah.
Right now, the search is on for
Alright,
3 people who police say shot at a Savannah rapper, killing a member of his entourage. It happened in Los Angeles, and cameras captured the aftermath.
As shots rang out and chaos erupted, the black SUV became the center of a tragic, gut-wrenching scene. The air was filled with panic, and within moments, it was clear the ambush had left someone critically hurt. Quando Rondo's cousin, Lil Pab, was hit, but the full weight of what had just happened didn't hit Quando until later on. Caught on camera, the haunting audio of Quando's screams went viral in the hours that followed. His voice is filled with absolute devastation, echoing through the chaotic scene as he realizes his cousin wasn't gonna make it.
The ending of a shooting that started in Los Angeles, California. Sheriff's deputies pulling out a man who had been shot in an SUV.
For Quando,
Bruh, I heard this nigga Durk, he done dropped a song with these niggas screaming and shit. Hold on, let me try to find it. Let me try to find it. Try to find this shit. Let me try to find this for y'all. Yeah, I got it right here. Got this shit right here.
Yo, homie, dad, you jumped in front of that fire, think you a lifesaver. And I found out when my bitch thought she was cheating, but it was a vibrator. Y'all left from bro down when your bro dad turned to a crybaby. Jumped out on both sides with a 45, that boy from High King. Had a kid with it.
Man. Nah. Boy.
this wasn't just a loss, it was a moment of public grief, a rare glimpse into the pain that artists like himself carry behind the scenes. It's that scream, filled with shock, disbelief, and grief, that made the story hit even harder, a reminder of how real and dangerous these conflicts can get. After the shots went off and Lil Pab was hit, police were called, and within minutes, the area was swarming with law enforcement and first responders. The gas station near the Beverly Center quickly transformed into a crime scene, with officers blocking off the area, trying to make sense of the chaotic scene. Paramedics rushed to treat.
Damn, these dumbass niggas did this shit in Hollywood. Fucking Hollywood. Hold on, bro. Let's do some more research, y'all. But I don't need to tell y'all that.
Lil Pab.
Y'all know Hollywood. Don't do no dumb shit in Hollywood, cause you know this shit gonna get solved. You know that they gonna make an example out of your ass, bro.
But it was clear his injuries were severe. Despite their efforts, he succumbed to his wounds right there on the spot, under the police lights right at the gas station, as his cousin Quando Rondo watched him pass away in shock. Quando, still being shaken up from the shock, could hardly process what had just happened. He was visibly distraught, pacing back and forth, his screams echoing across the lot, captured on cameras and phones by bystanders. Those screams would go viral, symbolizing the raw pain of a moment that could not be hidden or controlled, a heartbreaking reaction to losing someone so close so suddenly. The police, meanwhile, were already piecing together what little information they had. Witnesses reported seeing a white sedan speed off right after the shooting, leading investigators to believe this was a planned, targeted hit. This wasn't some random act of violence. It had all the signs of a calculated attack. The tragic moment left the hip-hop community stunned and mourning yet another loss in an ongoing cycle of violence. But
this nigga had them fucking $1 man, bro. He ain't got no $1 million man do no hit, bro.
that night was only the beginning. Law enforcement would dig deeper into the case, linking it to a broader network of rivalries and conflicts. And now with the federal indictment connecting Lil Pab's death to an alleged murder for hire plot involving Lil Durk's OTF crew, this tragic story has taken on even darker layers. According to prosecutors, Lil Durk is the man behind what they're calling a calculated murder for hire plot, allegedly orchestrated as revenge for the death of his close.
And they've been stacking this shit up on Durk since Vaughn got killed, bro. Cause they dropped Vaughn case. Then they dropped Vaughn case. What's his name? Lil Tim. I don't think Lil Tim got charged for that. But yeah, they've been building this shit for a minute, bro. And I think they dropped that case because they was building shit on Durk.
friend, King Von. They claimed that Lil Durk, along with several members of his OTF collective, conspired to take down Quando Rondo or someone close to him as payback for Von's tragic loss in 2020. This isn't just a simple feud. They're painting it as an organized, deliberate plan fueled by loyalty, revenge, and a desire to avenge Von's legacy. Prosecutors allege that Durk's crew wasn't just acting out of anger. They were reportedly promised rewards for their loyalty. The indictment describes coded conversations between the alleged conspirators, detailing promises of financial compensation or opportunities in the music industry under OTF. This, they say, gave the men enough motivation to track down Quando's circle in Los Angeles and pull off a hit that would eventually send a message across the rap industry. Prosecutors are building the case around Durk's deep connection to King Von and the idea that Von's death was a major turning point for Durk. They're arguing that Durk saw Von's death as something that couldn't go unanswered. According to the prosecutors, this wasn't just about grief, but about maintaining his reputation and loyalty within his crew and the streets. They claim Durk felt a duty to take action, leading to this organized retaliation plan. A key element of the prosecution's case is that Durk's associates were allegedly promised rewards, whether in the form of money, prestige, or elevated positions within OTF. The indictment mentions coded language used to communicate these promises, hinting at payouts and increased status for anyone who carried out the attack successfully. Prosecutors argue this incentivized Durk's crew to go to extreme lengths, planning and executing an ambush with the expectation that their loyalty would eventually pay off. The prosecution alleges that the attack wasn't spontaneous. It was a result of deliberate planning. Members of OTF are accused of traveling from Chicago to Los Angeles with a mission, which was following Quando Rondo's movements and waiting for the right moment to strike. The hit itself, they claim, was executed in a way that aligns with a classic murder-for-hire operation, with members tracking Rondo's SUV, waiting for him and his crew to be in a vulnerable position before launching the attack. Court documents reveal that after the incident, the OTF members stopped at an In-N-Out where they discussed payments with one of the top OTF.
Nigga, In-N-Out? Y'all ain't had no. These niggas. This shit was not playing right, bro. This was not playing right. Y'all didn't have this shit playing.
Associates before heading back to San Diego to catch flights back home. Records show that there was a payment exchange that happened as a reward for the murder. Now, the most important part in all this is that they're saying that Lil Durk is the mastermind behind everything. He was the one who provided funds for flights, ensuring his associates could travel from Chicago to Los Angeles, and according to court documents, Durk allegedly arranged for OTF members to make this trip. So they were operating based on what he told them to do as the head honcho. Durk's top associate, Keon Grant, reportedly coordinated logistics on the ground, but Durk is said to have provided the financial resources and guidance needed for the ambush. Keon Grant arranged hotel accommodations, bought ski masks to conceal identities, and obtained 2 luxury sedans for the group. Court documents indicate that Grant was also the one who supplied firearms, including one reportedly converted into a fully automatic weapon, all of which prosecutors argue was facilitated under Durk's orders. I think you probably at this point understand why this is so bad for Durk. These aren't just accusations of association or indirect involvement. Prosecutors are painting him as the mastermind behind a deadly, premeditated act. He's being
Bro, I seen it. So, I had hopped on Twitter, was yesterday, bro. Tell me why I seen Durk homeboy eating a fucking McDonald's meal in a fucking little detective room, bro. Tell me why I saw that shit, bro. Hold on, I'm gonna pull that shit up too. So y'all did. Hold on. I think that was OTF Jam ass too, bro. Oh, that shit was AI. Damn. This shit. It was AI, but like, bro. Bro. Damn. This shit. I ain't gonna go down too far. I don't know what's on. I don't know what Twitter be. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But yeah, I thought that was crazy, bro. But that shit, bro. You know what's crazy, bro? You can't really tell what's real no more. Now they got all this AI, deep fake bullshit. Next thing you know, everybody gonna be using this shit, bro. You ain't gonna be able to tell what's real and what's fake. And then on top of that, AI gonna start taking over niggas' jobs. That's just how it is, bro. That's how it's gonna be. But alright, back to the video.
Being accused of financially and logistically supporting a murder for hire scheme that targeted a rival, going as far as to cover travel costs, conceal identities, and provide weapons for the attack. This is some serious stuff right here. And if the court accepts this narrative, it elevates his role in the case to the one who's going to carry the full responsibility for organizing a violent conspiracy with potential penalties, including life in prison or even death penalty, if the court finds sufficient evidence of intent. Moreover, the case is built around digital communications, flight records, and surveillance footage, evidence types that can be compelling in court. Prosecutors are likely betting that one of Durk's associates could flip, testifying to strengthen their case even more. If any of the co-conspirators cooperate with authorities, it could seal the case against them, making the charges even harder to fight. Now, one of the things that's a little bit ironic about this entire situation is the fact that for the past 2 years, Lil Durk has publicly been working on cleaning up his image after years of being tied to the street.
Oh God, bro. Did he change his name or some shit? Ain't his ass like Abdullah or some shit? Like, hold on. Oh my, ain't that nigga changed his name to Mufasa. Mufasa, Mustafa, I don't know how to say that shit, but Kareem Abdul, yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Life, he's tried to turn over a new leaf. For anyone who doesn't know, Lil Durk has not only embraced Islam, but even went as far as converting, changing his name to Mustafa Abdul Malik. So he's
see what I'm saying? Bro, this nigga funny as hell.
Definitely been on a journey of rebranding himself. On top of this, he's done community service and launched.
If y'all don't want me pausing and shit, go watch the damn video, bro. Video right here. Black Speed.
The Neighborhood Heroes Foundation to support underprivileged youth. And this shift didn't go unnoticed. He was even awarded an honorary key to the city in his hometown suburb of Broadway, Illinois.
Durk Banks, or Lil Durk, was honored and celebrated last week with keys to the villages of Bellwood and Broadview.
And so on behalf of the village of Broadview, we are honored to present this key to the city to Durk Banks Neighborhood Heroes.
And this was literally last week. Local leaders praised his efforts to give back and promote positive change, holding him up as an example of redemption. Fun fact, they ended up revoking the key after this indictment. Lil Durk a few weeks ago also announced that his criminal record was recently wiped clean. Now, could all this be a defensive move on his end? Because when someone is involved in something like this, especially someone with Lil Durk's influence and public presence, it's important to consider how them reshaping their image can help them if legal troubles come their way. Durk's public shift to a more positive, community-focused persona, receiving the key to the city, doing charity work, and his spiritual growth all adds layers to his defense if anything would happen. Like in his case, it sends a message that he's moving away from his past, showing the authorities that he's more serious about changing and leaving his past behind. And maybe for Lil Durk, it wasn't so much about completely avoiding any legal troubles, but maybe he did all this as a way to soften the blow of whatever he did. That's of course me just speculating, but thinking about it logically, it does make sense. Because best believe someone with Lil Durk's status understands the power of public opinion and how it can sway narratives. By portraying himself as a reformed individual, he builds a layer of protection, influencing how people view him and possibly impacting how authorities handle him. The question still remains though, whether this rebranding was a genuine evolution or a strategic buffer given his history. Personally, I don't think this is going to end too well for him. If they actually have recordings or solid evidence of Durk orchestrating a murder, the defense options are limited. When it comes to cases involving premeditated murder, especially with the added weight of conspiracy or organized crime, the sentencing gets really serious. People facing charges like this typically don't get lenient treatment. The legal system often comes down hard, and with someone of his profile, authorities will likely pursue the maximum just to make an example out of him. Durk might be looking at significant time unless his legal team finds a way to poke holes in the prosecution's evidence or challenges the credibility of any witnesses against him. And in high-profile cases like this, even if they don't have direct evidence, the cumulative weight of circumstantial and digital proof can still lead to heavy consequences. Overall, it's really sad to see millionaire rappers still getting involved in situations like this. With the opportunities and success someone like Lil Durk had,
Is that twerking?
still getting the cumulative weight of circumstantial and digital proof can
The fuck is that on?
still lead to heavy consequences. Overall, it's really
Is that putting
really
that
sad to
work
see
in?
millionaire rappers still getting involved in situations like this with the opportunities and
What kind of fucking
consequences.
method is
Overall,
that?
it's really weight of circumstantial and digital proof can still lead to heavy consequences. Overall, it's really sad to see millionaire rappers still getting involved in situations like this with the opportunities and success someone like Lil Durk has achieved. You'd think he'd be able to fully separate himself from that lifestyle, but as you guys can see, even with fame, money, and all the chances to make a positive impact in this world, it's clear that he's still stuck on the streets. I'm really curious how this is going to end for him, and it'll definitely take some time for this to get resolved. Anyway, this Lil Durk story is definitely crazy. If you made it this far, do yourself a favor and like the video.
Hey, WV though, WV. What the comments saying? All the people saying Slava fine. Oh God, all them niggas was saying Slava fine. Now they saying free Durk, free Durk, free him, free Durk. Y'all niggas made them do it. Shit. I'm saying, bro. And that shit rented, bro. They put all that. They put the guns, the fucking the car that they use, bro. They put that shit in the OTF. They got OTF cars and shit. So they put the motherfucking guns on the OTF card. Like, nigga, are you dumb, bro?